Hello Flosstube, it's Natalie. Love it, live it, make it yours on Flosstube and on Instagram. I hope you are all okay. It's good to finally check in with you. This video is coming a bit late because we had a family situation that meant I couldn't record when I was going to, and it comes into my life update a little bit, but my husband has changed jobs and luckily it means we're at home together a bit more. But that means I don't want to record when he's around. We only have a small flat and I like to record here because it's the best space, and I don't want to record when he's playing the PlayStation sat next to me. Plus that's where I put all my stash. I don't know if anyone's checked my Instagram or seen my Instagram this morning, but I laid all my stuff out ready for recording and it's insane. Yeah, it's a bit wild. So I'm just gonna get to it really. I'm going to do a quick life update with my trusty notebook that I always show you every time. Lovely Craftie Den Disney one. So my life update, I'm still enjoying work. I'm trying to gain some more experience by liaising with other care homes. It's good anyway, it's good practice. When I was working in childcare, they liked you to liaise with other nurseries to share ideas and knowledge. So it's good practice. That's what I'm trying to do in care homes. And as I briefly said before, my husband's job has changed. I'm really proud of him for trying something new. He always inspires me because he's always looking to try new things, but I think this is really where his heart lies. So I'm really proud of him, and it means we get some more time at home together. So when I get my every other weekend off, he's going to be at home, which is really, really good. I'm going to do a few shout outs, recommendations for watching. This is more recommendations because I found out about them through other floss tubers making recommendations, and it's bar_stitches. She is on Flosstube and on Instagram, and she's very inspiring. She works on some really lovely projects and she's influenced me to purchase some projects that I'm going to show you. And Craftie Emily, she works on long dog samplers and lots of other projects as well. She's got lots on the go and she's really inspiring as well, and she does lovely giveaways and she's inspiring me to do that as well. So I have got a little giveaway coming up at the end of my video. I'm really conscious that I'm using my light because if I open my curtain it's blinding because I've got such a big window in my living room. So I've got my light on, but I can see literally here and here my light is reflected in my glasses. But it is the best way. It's the best way, and it's a good tripod, and I've got my handy record button so I don't have to lean forward to touch the camera. So yeah, they're my recommendations. They're not really shout outs. Well, they are a bit of a shout out, but they're recommendations because they're established floss tubers and they are really inspiring, really inspiring videos. So I'm just going to get stuck into my whips now, and there's quite a lot to show. I didn't realise how much stitching I'd done between my last video and this video, and there is a new start in here and some things kitted up ready to go that are in my stash purchases, so it might just be a bit jumbled up, but we'll go for it anyway. So I did have a new start for my husband, and I think it's called, I know it's by Circus Stitches, and I'm sure it's called I'm Not Throwing Away My Shot, but I will double check. I will write it in the description box, and I'll put a little thingy in here. And this is as far as I got. This is as far as I got because it's for my husband. It's a quote from Hamilton, and Circus Stitches does lots of inspired by television and movies, patterns. She's amazing. So I started stitching the eye from I'm Not Throwing Away My Shot. My husband was looking at it and I'm in an ahhing, and he did help me pick the colour, and then we were actually watching Hamilton while I was we watched Hamilton, and then I decided to start it because I brought it a while ago when he first watched it and he became obsessed. and decided it's not quite the right colour, so I purchased some 444 and C444 etoile for there's a star. I will try and show you the pattern, and the star is going to be stitched in the etoile and the writing is going to be stitched in the 444. So that's a really poor start. I'm just throwing it on the floor. That's a really poor start. So I will restart that. That's why I stopped, because the colour wasn't quite right. So that's the first one. I need to put these somewhere. I've got other stuff piled up. Put them next to me so that they're safe and sound. I'm dropping everything today. Everything. I'll do my other new start if I can just lay my hands on it, and then that's my new starts out of the way. So, as I think I briefly said, we had a family situation that stopped me from recording, and we needed to go away for a couple of nights, and I wanted to take a new start with me, and I got this kit quite. I'm just making sure that you can't see the chart on the screen, because I haven't got a picture to show you. I do have a picture to show you. I got it quite a few years ago from Lakeside Needlecraft when I was part of their stash club, which I'm not anymore, and it's called Lazy Daisy Days, and I really, really liked it. It's by Jodyri Designs, so I think it's a collaboration. Husband hates it when I shorten words unnecessarily. It's a habit now. And I actually I feel quite a bit on this just for the short time that I spent on it. I don't know how well you're going to see it because it is so pale. Oh, that's coming up okay. I'll move me out of the way. So yeah, that's my start, because we had to go away for a few days. And I just fancied a new start to take with me. I'm quite pleased on how much I did on that. So then one pathetic new start and one not so pathetic new start. Trouble is, if I do a new start, then I just put it on my tiny decisions. I'm really going to try and insert a picture of that, because I said I was going to my last video and I didn't. So my random picker app, Tiny Decisions, it's a spinner. It's got all my whips in it. So once I start a new project, it goes straight on there. Who knows when it will come back up again? Who knows? And on to the next whip. I did quite a lot. I'm sure this is called... I've got the magazine out. I did get the magazine out. Honestly, it's chaos here. Chaos. I'm sure it's called Sun, Sand and Sea. I think I've left the magazine in my project bag. Sun, Sand and Sea by Emma Comden. And I love it, and I wish it would come up more. And the fabric is 18 count January's Boy by KLT Charting, and it is pretty much perfect for this project. So perfect. And I will insert a picture, because I'm really badly organised today, of what it should look like. I will insert a picture for you. But I think this is probably one of my favourite whips, and this is a new grime guard that I brought, and that was going to be part of my stash purchases, but I've already shown you now. And this was from Wickys Den. Wickys Den. It's a really lovely grime guard. Seashells, and this is a really beautiful needle minder from Kim at KLT as well. My camera's so rubbish. Due a new phone in January. Can't wait to get one. Yeah, I love that whip. That is one of my favourite whips. Oh, I'm not going to have room for all my thingies there. That's the thread swap. Look at the colour palette. I mean, there's like blues, pinks, oranges. I can't wait to get more of that done. I started a KLT project Beach Hut Sale. A new KLT project, Beach Hut Sale. This is on linen. So it looks a bit warped because I'm trying to straighten it out for you guys in my frame, but it's not warped. I don't think. It's just because it's warped in my frame. I hope. I don't know how well this is going to come up. Beach Hut Sow. And this is a grime guard, an old one that I've had a while, from Craft Covers Creations, who is run by Kim's mum, Kim from KLT, Kim's mum and sister, and they make lovely grime guards. And I have got a matching needle case as well that I might get out soon. But this is the Beach Hut Sow by Kim from KLT, and I am using Jodyri Designs hand-dyed thread sunlit waters. I think I purchased from CLU Crossstitching. No, CLU High-Heeled Stitcher. CLU High-Heeled Stitcher. It's a Jodyri hand-dyed thread. Love, love, love it. Don't know how well that is coming up, really. That was a really bad shot. That's coming up okay. Oh, that's better. It's nice. I was going to put it on my coffee table, but I won't. And I love the variegation in that. I love it. And it is on vintage blue, 32 count linen, because it's got slubs in it. I still don't know what that means. My friends told me that's what it is. I trust them. It means there's bumps in the fabric. It's not as even weave, basically. Slubs. It's a funny word. Beach Hut Sow. Can't wait for that to come up on the spinner a bit more. Every time I say to my husband, like, I can't wait for that to come up on the spinner, he's like, you can just pick it up and stitch it, you know. But then I would just be a monogamous stitcher again, which I always was, and now I'm not. Needle minder that's fallen off lazy daisy days. I'm just going to pop that back on, otherwise I'll never find it, and after the video I'll say, where is it? Where's it gone? Little happy cloud. I have no idea where I got that from, because it's one of the first needle minders I ever bought. Still going strong. I've done the tiniest bit of stitching on my vintage kit by Janlin, which I've mentioned before in a video was a random act of kindness. Someone was giving it away. I didn't win, but a lady contacted me and said she had it, and she sent it to me. I've really not got the right light today. Might just try and turn my ring light down. Might try and turn it down a bit so it's not got so much glare. Or it might just be the packaging. I think it's probably just the packaging. Yeah, so a vintage kit, Janlin, counted cross stitch, walking tiger. Done a teeny tiny bit on this. I only do bulk stitching really at the weekends, or well, I say weekends, when I get my 2 days off in a row. So I get every other Thursday and Friday off, and then every other weekend off. So I've done all the bottom of his paw. I've just got to fill it in a tiny bit, and I've done the bottom of his paw. So really not very much on him at all. He's coming together. One of my neatest pieces, I think. At the back. I do try and keep it tidy, because I know people say it doesn't matter, and you know, that's true. It doesn't really matter, but if you're carrying threads and you get bits at the back and you end up pulling it through, I think that can be a bit of a pain. The piece I'm probably most excited about at the moment, or most excited about nearly finishing, is Happy Halloween by KLT Charting on 18 count Dragon's Egg hand-dyed fabric, also by KLT Charting. And this is over 70% done, according to the old pattern keeper. So I've now got Happy. I've started on the spider web, finished that. I think I've got a spider and HAL to go. And part of my stash purchases, my new needle minder from Wickys Den. I love to match my needle minders to my project. I really love to do that. I have got a bit of a dilemma here. So I got some beeswax. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos. If not, I'll put a link below anyway. And I heard that beeswax was really good for metallics and sparkly and glow in the dark. So I stitched this spider web that you probably can't see very well. I'll insert a picture because I think I've got some pictures of it glowing. Because it is glow in the dark. Oh, there you go. It is glow in the dark thread. So I stitched that ages and ages ago, maybe even 18 months to 2 years ago. And I didn't know really about glow in the dark thread, and it is springy. It's hard to explain. It's springy and it's spongy. And I was using longer lengths, and there are bits like puffing up on here. They are secure, but they're sort of puffing up a little bit and a little bit untidy. And then I've learned about the wax, and I've used really, really short threads that I change often, so stitch a little bit and change often. And this new one, you're not gonna see the difference to the other one because my camera's rubbish, but it's so much tidier. And now I'm debating on picking the other one, but I don't think it's worth it. I know it's not worth it, but I get a bee in my bonnet and I think, yeah, I should just unpick it, but I won't. I'm not going to. I'm not doing it. I'm a bit of an unpicker. If I don't like something, I'll just unpick it. But on this, I'm not going to, because it's good progress. It's good, shows good learning, and I'll remember when I use glow in the dark thread next time what to do. So I'm absolutely not doing it, but normally I would. This is 18 count Pompey tights, and it is KLT Kaleidoscope B, and I'm really falling in love with this the more I stitch on it. Oh, that's looking pretty good there, colour. And my bee is looking good. Yeah, I've really kind of... Oh, there's a loose loop start on the back. I'm not unpicking that either. No, I'm not unpicking it. Yeah, I really like this. I really like it. I haven't liked it as much as my flamingo, because with the flamingo you could put in like 100 stitches a time really quickly, whereas the wings on this are broken, almost like a broken kaleidoscope. As you see, if you can see, the body's made up of solid triangles, whereas the wings are, you know, sort of broken triangles. So it's changing colours a lot, so I can't just sit and chuck in 100 stitches or 200 stitches or so. But I still love it. I love it nonetheless. And it was a Sal with CLU High heeled stitcher, but she finished hers forever ago because she's way faster than I am. Yeah, so that's KLT hand-dyed fabric Pompey tights, 18 count, and Kaleidoscope B by KLT. This is also one of my other favourite projects at the moment. Threads everywhere, just little threads. I don't throw them away, I keep them. I keep them in case I need them. Dreaming Girl Sal by, I can't remember who it's by. Creative Poppy, actually. I'll put a link in the description below. Not that anyone needs it, because everyone's doing it or done it. Or they're doing the Dream and Frida Sal, which is also out now. So this is Dreaming Girl Sal. Is she coming up all right? I can't see. I'm hoping for the best. I love her so much. I think in terms of favourite projects at the moment, it's Sun, Sand and Sea and Dreaming Girl Sal. And this is on the called for fabric, and I cannot remember what it is for the life of me at the moment, but I know that it is 32 count even weave, and actually it's azure blue. I did remember. It's the called for. I'm using the called for colours. Apart from the middle of the flowers is meant to be the same colour as her t-shirt sleeve, and it doesn't sit right with me. That's the only thing that doesn't sit right with me. So I'm gonna sort something else out. Might use it, sub it for one of the pinks, I don't know. People said to me as well that when you're using linen and even weave, it will fray a lot to a point and then it will just stop, and I think that's what's happened with this. You can see actually along here it's frayed a lot, and now it's just stopped, and I've used more than I need. So I order this from Florishell. They're kind of my solid colour even weave linen provider. I really love them, and I order from them, and I order twice as much as I need by accident, and I've done it a couple of times because I'm not very good with maths, and Charlotte will say to me, you don't need half of that. She'll work it out for me. I literally message her like, hey, how much do I need? And so I've kept the other half, and I think she's only going to come up to about here anyway, so I'm going to have all that left over. But still, better too much than not enough. Should be my motto now, because I always order too much. And then I have got my pre-work stitch project, Read and Relax 2-in-1 bookmark and card kit. So it should look like this, but I've edited the cat to look like my late cat Zelda. I'll insert a picture of him just because he's beautiful. And this is what it all go in. Faye, one of my favourite floss tubers, Faye from Fayrie Floss, has already finished hers, so go and check out her Insta or older Flosstube to see it. And here's mine. Coming along really nicely. It's nearly finished. So I've only changed it a bit because anything that was attached to the side of the bookmark didn't have backstitch, but I have added backstitch into mine. And the cat I've kept exactly the same. I have just changed the colours to look like my Zelda. So it's got white paws, a black chin, and he's black. And I have used the off black, if that makes sense. It's almost like a charcoal black, excuse me, and anchor black for the shading, but you can't really tell. It's not coming up very well. So I love this, and it's my pre-work stitch project. I get up early, on the weeks that I do a 12-hour day, I don't get up early to stitch because that's crazy. But on the weeks that I do my 10-hour days, I get up at 6 and I don't need to leave the house until 8:30. So I stitched between 6 and 8, breakfast and stitch, and I'm really enjoying this, and I can't wait to get it done. And I've seen lots of lots of finished ones on Instagram, and they're all beautiful. And then because I'll have a finish actually. So this is my last whip, and it's the one that I love so much, I can't stop talking about, and it's been on Instagram, and I love it, love it, love it, love it. And it is the Crossstitcher calendar, and I've mentioned it in previous floss tubes what issue it's from. And actually my World of Cross Stitching, my bookmark kit is from World of Cross Stitching. If you'd like to know what issue it's from, check out my Instagram, because I have posted it on there. You'd think I'd know by now because I've posted it a lot, but I just copy and paste because I'm cheeky. And here is I'm gonna fold it a bit better. My favourite, I've said that about 3 projects now. This is also one of my favourite projects, and it is the calendar, Crossstitcher calendar. I can't remember what issue this is from either, but I will also put that in the description below. And I finished April, and I'm going to start May soon. And this is on Zweigart linen, 32, I think, 32 count. It's coming up quite small. I just love everything about it. And what I've decided is that this is a Stitch from Stash project, and I'm using variegated in every single piece. either Anchor, Multicolour, or Ombre, or DMC. Love it. Can't wait to start May. Can't wait to start May. So they are all my whips. And now I'm just going to, oh no, one finish. I've got one finish. My finish is Tribal Feather by KLT Charting. Stitched in Anchor Multicolour. And I cannot remember the colour of the thread. Oh, that's coming up really well, actually. I can't remember the colour of the thread. I will put it in the description below. I ran out of my thread with 9 stitches to go, so I brought a skein from the charity shop for 25p. That's how I found the multicolour skein. I was with Charlotte and we found it. And with, yeah, I think it was 7 or 9 stitches to go. I know it was less than 10. I ran out. Luckily, I had brought another skein that was a little bit not as vibrant, basically, as this skein. And because it was only a couple of stitches, you just wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. That's coming up really well. That's KLT Tribal Feather. I stitched it for my husband for his birthday last year and finished it just in time this year. He's not sure how he wants it finished yet. And it's on a piece of 16 count, I think, black that I had in my stash. Ada. Yeah. I'm pleased it's done. I like the effect. That's my finish. I guess I could put in another whip because I finished that, but then I've started Lazy Daisy days. Oh, and no, I tell a lie, I've got, excuse me, two more whips to show you. The Positivity Rules sale by Caterpillar Cross Stitch that I'm so crazy behind on. It's unreal. But I've nearly done the outline of the word grateful. And then I've got another window to do, and I've completed part 1. And Into the Sky. Just quickly, I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video, but I'm so grateful to myself for making this bag because I spilt curry. Somehow curry got on this bag cover and it was yellow curry, and it would have gone on Into the Sky by Circa Stitches had I not had this bag. So I'm so grateful to myself for making this bag, but it did wash out as well. So I put it in the wash twice to get the stain out, and it has gone. I think one of them's like barely there, but you can't find it unless you really look for it. And my stitching held, so I'm quite pleased with that. Quite pleased. I've done a tiny bit on this. I was trying to do 100 stitches every other week. So every week that I was doing a 10-hour day, I was trying to do 100 stitches on this and then working on something else. It just hasn't happened. And I'm a bit gutted about that. But I've still done, like, I was down here in February and I've done all this. So I'm not too disappointed, but I really would like this done in a year. Would really like this done in a year. This is Into the Sky by Circa Stitches on 18 count, Going Fishing by KLT Charting. I love it. And it was a present from my husband. And this lovely grime guard, the lady doesn't make them anymore. And I've shown it before, I'm going to show it again. My Up Inspired needle minder, because this is an Up Inspired chart. So I love it. I love it. I'm hoping that YouTube picks a decent like thumbnail for my video, because they're all really bad. They're all really bad. I don't know if you've seen any of my video thumbnails, and they're all god awful. Okay, that really truly is it. That truly is it. Ah, dear. For my whips. And now I'm just going to get on to stash as quick as I can because I've got lots to show you, but I do really want to show you it all. So I have brought some fancy flosses from xJuDesigns on Etsy. So xJuDesigns, I'll put a link in the description below, on Etsy. And they were slightly pricey, but they are exactly what I wanted. And I don't actually know if I've got enough. I'm gonna have to work it out. So I've got fern green hand-dyed silk. It's only 4 meters actually. I don't think that's going to be enough. I should have brought double. Tomorrow's payday, so I'll just get some more. And Old Beggar and Corn. They're all hand-dyed silks. And then I've got Dark Autumn Gold, and there is actually 8 meters of this. The others are 4 meters. So this is Fern Green. I'll come out of the way and hold it up over here. It might be a bit better. Fern Green. It's lovely. Old Beggar, which is like a grey. It's a bit darker than it is coming up on the camera. Should get a bit of paper. Decent floss tubers do that, don't they? They get a bit of paper and hold it up with a bit of paper. Fern Green. Old Beggar. Corn. And I'm going to have to get Dark Autumn Gold out of its packaging. Oh, this is really nice actually. And she sent me a tiny piece of Ada as well, which is lovely. And I think I'm actually going to purchase one of her patterns to go on it. I did have to wait like not very long, just a little while for shipping because can't remember where she is. Might be Bulgaria or somewhere. I was just looking on my receipt to see if it says. And she sent me a tiny piece of 18 counts Vigart Ada called Old Sheep, and she actually has a sheep pattern that's been in my wish list forever that I think might fit on here. Oh, it's teeny tiny. So I think the sheep would look really good on Old Sheep. And I love a little freebie. Teeny tiny one, why not? It's lovely. But the reason for purchasing all these beautiful fancy flosses, she has got lots of fancy flosses on there. I think they cost me 20 something pounds from Etsy. The reason why I bought them was because bar_stitches stitched Quaker Bees from the Heart needle art by Wendy. Please go and check out her video because it's beautiful and she inspired me to buy it. So she's just a bit of an enabler really, isn't she? But please go and check hers out. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I brought this pattern. Then I decided I'd like to invest in some fancy flosses. So I bought the fancy flosses. Then I decided that I would like some even weave for it. So I asked, just going to check my notes, Claire Brown xstitch for some, well, she had some honeycomb even weave in 25 count. I brought that and then I decided no, I wanted it in 32. So she did a custom order for me for this honeycomb 32 count even weave. So my Quaker Bees with my fancy flosses is going to be stitched on this. It is kitted up, ready to go. I don't know what's holding me off starting it. Maybe because I've got too many whips and I'll become obsessed with it. One thing that, sorry, noisy bag. One thing that I would really noisy bag. One thing that I'd really like to say about Claire Brown xstitch. She is on Instagram and on Etsy. Probably on Facebook as well, but I don't use Facebook anymore. Anyway, one thing, I digress. One thing that I'd like to say about Claire Brown xStitch is that she uses eco-friendly packaging. It comes in a biodegradable packaging, paper bag, paper sticker, with a sticker that says do not use detergent on this, but it's also a paper sticker. I love that. It's a big win for me because I don't feel guilty about throwing it away. Big win. And I need to tomorrow I need to invest in some more fancy flosses for this. So that's one stash purchase. And then I've got lots of charity shop stash purchases and things, so I'm going to try and go through them sensibly. From 1, 2, 3, I'm looking at my messy notes. 1, 2, 3 Stitch, which I think is an American company. I have been looking at Garden Gnome for a really long time by Hinzit, I think. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Oh, I'll take him out for packaging. I've been looking at him for such a long time, and I was feeling a bit fed up one day, and I've dropped it. It's a video where I drop everything. So, Hinzit, I think. Yeah, I think it is Hinzit. Anywho, so I just brought it. He's so sweet, Garden Gnome. And I did not realise when I purchased it that he came with a little charm that says, my garden. And I have got the charm, but it's probably not going to show up very well on my rubbish camera, just as this isn't. And I can't wait to stitch that. Stitch him up. Tiny charm. It's coming up really badly on my camera. Really badly, but you kind of get the gist. It's a little plaque with some flowers, and I'm looking forward to stitching him up as well. I'm not sure when, because I'm trying to stitch from stash and then I just keep buying patterns and stash. So I've got that, and oh, this is the other piece of the even weave that I brought from Claire Brown xStitch. Honeycomb, 25 count, before I opted for 32. I asked CLU High Heel Stitcher to print off for me the free, I think it's the Snowflower Diaries, the Joyful World free calendar, and I can't really show you the pictures because you will see the chart, but I fell in love with it ages ago, didn't know where to get it, and then she mentioned it in her Flosstube videos, so I was like, please can I can't print it off because I haven't got a printer, so please can I have it? So you can go and check her stash. She did some stash videos recently, but go and check them out. But that's January, and I think I'll start this next year. I think I'll start it next year, even though there's another calendar that I'm desperate for that Charlotte also helped me collect the bits to from Crossstitcher magazine. That was a sow, and I'm desperate to start that, and I've collected all the bits for it. I have got oh, so I told you about my Flora Shell Belfast vintage blue linen. That's all my leftover from Beach Hut sale. I also brought from them, and again I brought way too much, some navy. I brought 50 by 140 centimetres. This is 28 count Laguna, because I would really like to stitch this. You Are All Kinds of Amazing by, sure it's Emma Congdon. Just check. Sure it is by her. Let's just have a look. I don't want to give you misinformation if you want to stitch it. Yeah, Emma Congdon. And I think the one in the magazine is on Ada, but I wanted to do mine on linen or even weave. So I got the even weave, and I just can't wait to stitch that up. That is from issue 366 of Crossstitcher magazine. So I've got that ready to go. Just need to kit that up. Then I'll have loads of leftover fabric because I bought too much. Seems to be my thing. So that's that. I got my latest issue of Crossstitcher magazine. I won't do a flick through because I think enough people have. But it came with this beautiful Hello Honey luxury card kit that people are stitching at the moment a lot. I've seen it on I won't say Etsy. Seen it a lot on Instagram. It's beautiful. I love bees. So I can't wait to stitch that. I don't know if I showed this last time, but CLU High Heeled Stitcher gave me some sparkly KLT Charting January's Boy 32 count Eve linen. 32 count linen. Really, really beautiful. I have no idea what I'm going to stitch on it. It's something beachy. This just screams beach to me. My Sun, Sand and Sea by Emma Congdon is on this fabric. It just screams beach. I have no idea what I'm going to stitch on it at all. But it'll be summery, I'm sure. Just, yeah, just love it. I think it's one of my favourite pieces of fabric she does. So I'm lucky to have a piece of that. Thank you, Charlotta. My stash club arrived. And I got some threads, as I do. They're lovely as well. Really good colour palette there. Like, that should be a pattern. Really, that should be a pattern. I got a plastic floss bobbin and ring, which is perfecto. I'm using those a lot at the moment, so that was the perfect piece of stash for me. I've changed my club from Ada to linen, which I think I told you last time, but I am considering asking her again to change it to even weave, because I love linen and I love even weave, and I can't decide what I love more. But even weave isn't as raw. But this is, anyway, 32 count plain linen. It's January 2021 limited edition called Resolution. My husband said it's calling for something steampunk, and I have found a steampunk raven. Our car is called Raven. That's coming up really nice. So I might stitch the raven on this. There is enough of it, I've checked. Charlotte's probably thinking, how did she check without asking me? I should probably get her to double check. I'm seeing her tomorrow for a socially distanced shopping spree. So I should probably just get her to check. Just going to try and put that away because I don't want it getting messed up. Okay. I also purchased, for my beach hut sale, 3 skeins of Wickys Dye Works Sandcastle for the sand. I was going to put it up against that, but that is see-through, so that won't work. 3 skeins of this to do the sand on my beach hut sale. So I think they all look good. As sand. I can go back in my project wallet. I love these project wallets from Tesco's. They're top loading, thick plastic ones, but it's the good soft plastic because shouldn't get brittle. And I was looking for a little project zipper bag, and I found this in the range, and it's not really my thing, but it's growing on me, but it is kind of padded, so I liked that. And I did take it when I went away, when I had to go away, and I took Lazy Daisy days. I took it in this, and it does say Totally Fierce on it, leopard print, and it's got a nice blue tassel. And I did buy one for Charlotte as well, because I just thought it'd be Be a handy little project bag. But I also brought Forever Wild. It's clear, so it's going to be really hard to see. It's see-through. Forever Wild, and it's got pom-poms in it. In the little pocket. And I'm going to put a mini project in that. I think they're probably meant to be pencil cases, but I was happy with them. I think this one was like £1.50, and I think this one was less than £2 in the sale. So not bad for a project bag. And then I think I can get on to my charity shop hauls. I'm just checking. Oh, I did get this needle minder from Wickys Den. Thought that was quite Zelda-y, so I like it. Like the heart containers. The freebie one I got, she sends a freebie, was this one. That's quite cool. I actually bought it for someone else before and liked it, so it's cool to get one of my own. I also got one that I've already shown you that's attached to a project, the Ghost, and my favourite needle minder of all time from Nuts About Needle Minder. Oh no, on Etsy, Nuts About Needle Mind. I think on Insta she's Nuts About Needle Minders, but on Etsy it's Nuts About Needle Mind, and I'm calling this the Crafty Girl Needle Minder. It is me as a needle minder. She's not going to come up very well. She's got a shirt on, she's got rosy cheeks, pink hair, a tape measure in her hair, a couple of balls of wool, a knitting needle, a pencil, a paintbrush, a pin, some buttons. I love everything about her. Just really love everything about her. There is a better picture on Instagram if you just want to go and check her out. And she's got a really nice wooden button on the back. So I love her so much. So they're my needle minders and my grime guards. So my seashell one I've shown you already. I'm going to start a Christmas sale. Yeah, it was a Christmas sale by Sarah Elizabeth Stitches, but I'm going to start it in July. I'm going to start Christmas stitching in July. But from Wickys Den, I got this sparkly star grime guard, 11 by 11, to go on my frame for when I start that project, which I like. Someone, I won't say who, fellow Flosstuber, when we were quite drunk at a retreat, pointed out and demonstrated how these could be worn as bras, like little boob tubes. That was quite funny. Always makes me laugh when I think about it. And from Crafting Adventures UK on Etsy, she made me lap frame grime guards, which is the B one that I showed you on my sale, Positivity Rule sale by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This is a lap frame grime guard and a little one to go around, because the lap frame, you've either got a little wide one or a square one. You can use it either or. So I've got a little lap frame for both in the bees, which I love. So that's, oh. And from Menkind, which is one of my husband's favourite shops for buying me birthday presents, because they do, well, and Christmas presents, they do lots of different things, Menkind. And it was so weird, I typed in strong clip, it was on Google. I can't remember exactly what I typed in, but strong clip tablet stand or something. Huge clip, really goes wide as well, and it cost me like £6 or something with delivery and a coupon code from Menkind. Bit of boring stash, but there it is stash nonetheless. And now I'm going to go on to all my charity shop stash. So I got this from the craft charity shop that you hear me and CLU High Stitcher talk all about. Craft charity shop, it's £1.50. It's a chart booklet of the country companions. My pen pal Dawn loves them, and she has done a couple of smalls to break up her Haid stitching, so I thought she'd love that. For free, I recently got a whole stack of patterns, magazine patterns, but I've picked out what I'd really like out of them. There was a whole great big carrier bag for a lady who was really kind and gave them to me, and the rest Charlotte and I are going to go through for stitching for the stall. I don't stitch for the stall because I'm too blooming slow, but Charlotte stitches for the stall, so that was a nice stash purchase. Especially these, I especially love these little camping ones, little fried egg frying pan. I love that. Happy, I think it's Happy Camper, yeah, love that. And there's a whole set of them, so I was really pleased with them. They were a freebie. Love a good freebie. From the craft charity shop again, I got this Fayrie Ada Plus. It says on it, it's not plastic, not paper, it's real Ada. You can cut, trim and shape without fraying, which is kind of what I've been looking for, that I didn't know existed. And it is solid, like solid. It's 14 count, but I don't mind because I wanted it for a frame. I wanted to make a lacy frame. It's a pattern in a Crossstitcher magazine, and it's made with perforated paper, but I didn't like the idea of that. So I think this is going to be my answer to that. It was £1.50 for a big sheet. It's complete. Yeah. So I'm pleased with that. I got this piece of 27 count, which I didn't know existed, 27 count Zweigart Linda by DMC for £1.10, and I've found a pattern in Crossstitcher that calls for exactly this size, exactly this fabric that I love, so I will be using that. £1.10. And I also got an older Crossstitcher mag, but this came from Armed Forces charity shop on my road. An older Crossstitcher mag and an older Crossstitch Crazy mag. I don't know how much they cost me because they literally just said I got a load of stuff and they were like £12. I don't know, whatever. There was loads of stuff there. I got like a good board game. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. I got a scarf, some bath bombs, crafty bits, and it just all came up to crazy money, like crazy money. But I really wanted this magazine because there's some nice Emma Congdon patterns in it. And I've seen someone, this is an older issue, I think. Yeah, March 2015. And I've seen someone on Insta stitch one of these up recently. So I'm down for that. And I love weather things. And this, I won't say how much it is because it's going to be a present. It was crazy, crazy price. And I felt like this was a little bit special. Like I think it is an American booklet. It is, it says it is. And it's got some really beautiful hummingbird patterns in it, and it's Cross My Heart ink. It just looks special. It looks like it would have come from an LNS, which we don't have. Local Needle Workshop, we don't have them here. And it's got loads of hummingbirds on it. I'm going to cover the price because there's more on the back. And I've brought that for Fayrie Floss, Faye from Fayrie Floss, because she sent me some stitchy kindness, which I'll show in a minute, and I appreciate that. So I thought she might like that. And then a small haul that I haven't even put away yet because I kept it to show you. Oh, and I did actually get some metallic threads. I did get some metallic threads on spools that I've left in my drawer, but you're probably getting fed up with seeing stash now anyway. So it's not a big deal, but I can put in a picture. But I did get some Madeira and something else, metallic threads on spools. I was really pleased with that. But I went with Charlotte and she found me all these DMCs of all the colours I'm short of. Apart from the blues, I've got lots of blues, but I'm really short on yellows. Oh no, I am short on blues as well. Yeah, yellows and blues and oranges. And she found me all the oranges, yellows and blues. And these are 25p a skein. So that's insane. All DMCs, all lovely colours. I also got this, and I think it's 16 count. It's like a sea green colour for £1. Ada. I got this 14 count, but the reason why I picked it up was because it's flecked, and I really love flecked fabric. So it's like rustic. My Zelda pattern, so I was just looking at it, I've actually got it up on the wall now. My Zelda pattern, it's not coming up very well, but my Zelda pattern was stitched on flecked Ada, and it come up really well. It's quite a nice piece, so I brought that too. And this is brand new, so I don't want to open it and take it out. My flecked piece, I don't know if I said, but that was £1.75, and my sea green piece was £1. And I also got this Stitch and Mark designer collection bookmark, and I'm sure this is 16 or 18 count. It cost me £1.50, and it is a lacy ribbon already sewn bookmark. Really, really lovely, and I'm looking for a bit of a vintage pattern to go on there. Maybe even a steampunky pattern, because my husband's put that in my head. That is all my stash. Might call this video all the stash because I haven't recorded for so long, and I've got some freebies and some stuff that I was waiting for. So yeah, that is all my stash. I have some lovely stitchy kindness to mention, because I'm going on to other news now. I've got some lovely stitchy kindness to mention. I was running out of threads for my World of Cross Stitching bookmark kit, so I asked Faye from Fayrie Floss if she could send me her leftover threads, which she did, but she also sent me a Forever Friends kit and some lovely sticker book, which I'll absolutely use because I love stickers, and like the cutest card in the world. This might actually be my favourite thing. I'm going to display it somewhere. I love it so much. It's a little seal. I don't know where she got it from. I'm going to have to ask. I know she loves stationery as well. Oh, it's just so sweet. Look at it. It's a little patchwork seal. Inspired by Scotland, it must be. But if anybody wants this, this is Abigail Mill embroidery. So she must do the embroidery and then make the art from it. And it says on the back, the website is emmaball.co.uk, if anyone wants to check it out, because it's beautiful. Put a link in the description below just because it's sweet. So thank you, Faye. Stitchy kindness is always important. And I'm just going to pause it because I have forgotten something. Trust me to forget something. So in my other news, I made this dream catcher. I might have shown it on my last video, but I don't think I did. If I did, I'm just going to edit this whole bit out. Me and my husband always do a craft kit. We always do a little gift for Easter, and this year it was craft kit. He brought me this really lovely dream catcher kit, and I can't remember who the company is now that makes them, but I will put a link in the description below. And they do some really lovely craft kits, so I just wanted to share that with you. I love it. I really enjoyed making it. I just sat and made it. My husband was doing his. I got him 3 things because I didn't know what to buy. So I got him a superhero lion felt plush kit, so you could sew your own superhero lion. I got him a nail art kit where you put the nails in a piece of wood and then you thread around it. And I also got him a cross stitch wristband set, but he started the bird kit, but it was really noisy, so he's going to do it in stages, giving us a headache. Whereas this was nice and quiet, and I really enjoyed it. Really nice kit, plenty to use, really good. I'll put a link in the description below for them. And I made this Otter's needle felt kit from the Crafty Kit Co. I am part of their subscription club. This wasn't my latest box. My latest box is the Mount Fuji kit. Go and check that out as well because it's awesome. They literally give you everything you need to make it. It's not one of those kits where it's like, finish it with this if you've got it. It's literally, they give you everything you need. And I really wasn't convinced by this when I was making it. I wasn't happy with the look, but it's grown on me now. So there are my cheeky otters. And the heart was optional. The holding the heart was optional, but they sent you some pink felt if you wanted to add it, which I did. I've made them a bit chubby, but I think otters are allowed to be chubby. It's fine. And that's it. So I need to announce the winners of my giveaway. I was giving away this bumblebee needle minder and this balloon needle minder. I was giving them away. And I'll insert a little clip here for you now of a photograph of me picking the winner with a comments picker and a video because I worked out how to screen record. So I'm just going to pick a winner for the balloon needle minder. I've already done the bee one, but I didn't know how to screen record, and now I do. Sorry guys, here we go. So Karen, you are my winner for the balloon needle minder. Congratulations. Just drop me a DM and I will get that sent out to you. Congratulations. A video of me picking the other winner. So the winner of my needle minders, oh gosh, I can't remember which way round it was because I haven't written it down. So one of you won the bee and one of you won the balloons. I can't remember which way around it is, but the video will tell us, and so will the photographs. But Karen, Houston, Rob, you have won whatever one you asked for. And Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, you have won whatever one you asked for as well. So congratulations to you ladies. I hope you like them. DM me your addresses and I will get them in the post to you ASAP. I have one more. I have another giveaway. I'm going to try and make them a weekly thing, a monthly thing, because I feel like I have enough stash and I find enough treasures in the charity shop to do it. So I do have a little giveaway. It is some 32 count linen, 29 by 25. So this is what I originally brought to stitch the You Are All Kinds of Amazing, but it's not quite, it has got slubs in it and it's not quite right for what I wanted, but it's still a nice piece of fabric. So I was like disappointed not to use it, but it wasn't quite right. And because I've brought too much of the other fabric, I thought somebody might really like this nice big piece. It is navy. It's looking a bit greeny on my camera, but it is a nice big piece of navy linen. So if you would like to be in for winning, I can't fold this up properly now, should not have opened it. If you'd like to be in with a chance of winning this navy linen that I will fold back up for you nicely, just pop me a comment in the pop me a comment down below and say linen, I guess. Don't say giveaway or freebie because apparently it doesn't like it. So yeah, just mention my 32 count linen, just linen, and I'll make sure that you're in for a chance of winning that. And I will draw the winner for that in my next... There we go, I've folded it while I've been talking to you. It's done. So whoever wins this, it shall be nice. Yeah, and you can win this nice big piece of linen. And so yeah, it is a bit uneven, but someone might have a project in mind for it. Yeah, so good luck if you enter that. thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for watching. It's been a bit of a long one. I hope you have a fabulous month, because I won't film now again until next month, but I might do a cheeky, I might do a, oh, my camera nearly died. This is like the worst video ever. I might do a cheeky little video tomorrow of charity shop buys, or just like a little, it won't be like a video with me in it or anything like that. I think I'll just do a little charity shop buys recording of things, and I'm gonna I have taken some pictures of our favourite charity shop, the craft charity shop that I always talk about, and might combine them all together so you can see the kind of things that I buy, because people have asked me about the charity shops I visit. So yeah, I hope you have a fabulous month, and good luck if you enter the giveaway. Take care everybody, stay safe, and I will see you soon.